guys. Give me 1 second here. Just got to check something out. I don't know why it's not coming up on my gallery page. I need an intern. That's what I need. All right. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if it's on my gallery page or not. I can't tell. It's always a slow start here at the gallery BBQ. All right, screw it. All right, let's see. Bat 13. I don't think Bat 13 was first. I think 1047 was first, although he's showing first here. But I think I saw somebody check in a little bit before Bat, which means Bat is 0 for 2 on Friday and Sunday. Maybe somebody can clarify that. So it's either 1047 or Bat, I think. And of course, my man Judge Webb, Bat 13. And that is M and K. I do believe that is Maddie. And there is the man of the hour. We will get him on in a second. It is nice to see my man Ray in the house. And there is Miss Barbecue Mama G. And there is Kiki. As we cruise down the list here, my man Bruce, it is good to see you. Bruce had some questions about the Masterbuilt and the Halo. That is a tough one. Okay, so I am on the Masterbuilt page. I'm not sure why I'm not on the gallery page. Let me just go check real quick. I don't know why it's not showing up there. Oh, well. No big deal. We got South Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska in the house. All right, so let's bring in the, so Bat 13 was second. So that is 0 for 2, man. What is shaking with you? Let's bring in Rob, the man of the hour. We have some questions for him. And there he is there. Oh, hell yeah, barbecue.
Hell yeah, folks.
There you go. And I do believe Rob has a, there he goes, Beer Champ Barbecue, a.k.a. Kimball's Barbecue. Checking in.
It's been a journey.
I got my water right here.
Yeah, I'm hydrating as well, man.
It has been a journey for you. So it all started out for you about 10 years ago, right? And the hiking and a lot of golfing and hiking and stuff like that. Is that correct?
A mess of everything that I liked doing. That was YouTube back then, though. It was just a whatever. Throw it up.
Yeah.
It's YouTube. Remember?
Yeah. It is a different ball game now. There is no doubt about it. And we got my wood guy, Kenneth, is in the house. That's who I get my wood from, giving him a free plug. That's Ken's Cuts. And we got a Facebook user saying, hello, Rob. I can't see who that is. Hold on.
Well, hello, everyone.
And we got Kiki over on Facebook. Let me just jump on over here real quick. And for some reason, I am just still not up on over there.
Yeah, thanks for that one.
My man Mike Rogers is checking into the convo. Big supporter of mine, but disappeared for a while. It is nice to see you back. I hope everything is okay. Of course, Will Plunk. Of course, Kent. We got all the heavy hitters out here today. And I will, or Kit Kat. So give us a little rundown on you, Rob. You're upstate New York.
Yeah, upstate New York is freezing right now. How's it down there in Jersey?
Jersey's freaking cold, man. That's how it is in Jersey. And I'll tell you, man, I must be getting older because, man, I just can't get out there right now and cook. I mean, I have to cook tomorrow because my back's against the wall. I got to do something for Z Grills.
Yeah.
But It's been friggin' cold, man.
Yeah, I took the week off. It's brutal. Even though I wrapped the shack just so there's you block the wind. That's the big thing. And you're still open on the front. That's
I am open on the front, and there's been some crazy wind for sure.
yeah.
Um, I was out there today because I had to just get ready for tomorrow's cook. So I cleaned it up a little bit, all ready to film tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit warmer out, so I'll hit the stores and get what I need and get out there and get it done.
Nice. That's what you got to do.
But it has been it's been a brutal start for me with the cold for sure.
Yeah.
I guess so much for global warming.
Yeah, it's out the window.
Yeah,
So I did a cook last week actually. So I got a batch of videos because I'm building up for something new.
yeah,
And oh, my hands as I get older, the cold on my hands, it's brutal. So
yeah.
anybody barbecuing in the winter and you're doing prep work outside because of video content, it's a pain in the ass.
Well, I don't wear a coat.
No,
I don't like coats. I don't like
no,
jackets. I really don't like sweatshirts. I like t-shirts, and I'll
yeah,
wear a type of sweatshirt, maybe my Bass Plus or whatever that sweatshirt is that I wear. But I hate coats. Even when I go out with the wife, if we go out to dinner or something, I won't wear a coat. I'll wear a t-shirt. It'll have sleeves, the
yeah.
shirt. Um, and I just say, I go from my truck, which is always warm, to the restaurant and back. I just hate being bogged down by coats. So that's a big problem for me because when I'm filming, obviously I have to have a coat on, but I'll pull the coat off before I roll the film because I just don't like to be bundled up in coats. I just hate coats.
I agree, man. I hate them. And then
Yeah,
I wear a hoodie, but roll the sleeves up. Especially
yeah.
if you're cooking, you can't have sleeves down, man. Like if you're messing with food, hell no.
And it must be cold if Scotty took the weekend off. Um,
Scotty, he puts up videos like twice a day.
well,
He took a couple days off.
he cooks he power cooks on the weekend because he got a full-time job, and then he just
Hey,
edits them real quick. So he'll do 4 cooks on a weekend, and
yeah,
I'm speaking for him, but I do talk to him offline, and I do believe that's what he does. And Robert says he literally just smoked some ribs on the vertical smoker. Took forever. We got another Facebook user, 10 degrees in Nebraska, -3,
ooh, yeah,
5 up in there in Maine for my man Mike. And we got a little laugh out loud on that global warming. I mean, hey, why not, man?
yeah.
Why not?
Right.
I don't get into political here, but
No,
I just heard a month ago how it was the hottest summer in the record by about 2 degrees.
for the
And
planet, yeah.
now it's the coldest winter by about 5 degrees. So I don't know how they're going to handle that. We'll see.
We're just on this rock spinning through space, man.
And we did have Wendy dying on every Lions play in the house. I was following her. She's not in my house. She's in the house. I was following her on Facebook as she was dying on, every Lions play. I was watching a little of the game. Hopefully they pull it out for her.
Hey, Aviator, yeah, I stopped using that clip in the videos just because it was a little over the top, and it was actually Stone Cold saying it.
Oh yeah. No, I liked that.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Like I was at, and that's when I started to peel things away. I was trying to listen to the pros, the YouTube pros,
Yeah.
pull things away, do this, do that. Man, yeah, it just takes away a little bit of what your channel originally was.
Yeah. Well, maybe on your new channel you could bring that back.
Just go crazy with it, man. That's what it's all about, having fun. The YouTube, like
It is
man,
about having
you.
fun, and I'm certainly still having fun with YouTube.
Yeah,
But it does get tough every once in a while. And there's my man Joe in the house checking in. It is 30s at the Georgia-Florida line. Is that a
Ooh.
Georgia-Florida line concert, or are you on the Georgia-Florida line? I think he's on the Georgia-Florida line.
Yeah, I saw Tennessee got buried in snow. I ordered a new phone. It's still there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I actually just ordered a new phone too.
Yeah. What did you get?
I mean, I have the Apple, and I also have a Droid. You can see it back there on the stand.
Yeah.
So I got the new 24S, whatever it is,
Oh,
Ultra.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was balancing that one, and I went back to Apple. I haven't been with Apple in almost 8 years,
Yeah.
man. I went with a 15 Pro Max.
I mean, I got the 14 Pro Max. I mean, look, I get it. You
Yeah.
know, everybody has the Apple. It's the phone of the thing, but I don't care. And I tried to hook myself up with the top of the line Apple computer. You know, I was going all Apple, and
Yeah.
I got rid of the computer because it just does, to me, it just does everything half-ass backwards.
Yeah.
The iPhone, what it does it all well, but it doesn't do a half of what an Android can do. Now
Yeah.
that's catch 22 because you can get lost in an Android because it does so much. But so
Well,
right now I got both. I
I'm
only have
keeping
the
mine.
Apple phone. There you go. I only
I
have
got a
the
few.
Apple phone because I like the Apple Watch. I love the
Okay.
Apple Watch, so I keep the phone for now. You know, we'll see how that goes. And there is Kathy checking in. She is a big YouTuber now.
Nice, nice.
Let's go down the short sleeve only when cooking. There you go.
I see Grill Sergeant's up in here.
Where's he? I haven't gotten him to him. I'm trying to catch up now.
Who else is in here?
And
Scotty.
that's what you were bringing up before the Give 'em Hell clip, the audio
Give
clip.
me a hell yeah, yeah. My kid's bus driver. He gets on the horn and he yells, "Give me a hell yeah!" My daughter does it right back to him. She's only 6 though. She shouldn't be saying that.
Do they still consider hell a bad word?
No, not really. I mean, sometimes they talk about it, but now they give me a hell yeah chance to. This town is funny though. Sometimes because I'm one of the only YouTubers in this town. It's very small. So
Here where I live, we had storms, snow warnings the night before. They actually shut the schools down the next day before it even snowed, and we ended up only getting about 2.5, 3 inches. And that just goes to show you how times have changed, because back when I was growing up, they didn't shut the schools down when there was no snow on the ground. And we would go to school with 6 inches of snow on the ground.
I
And
tell
it's
my kids
completely
about,
different now.
Yeah, I was in 6th grade when the blizzard of '93 hit. It was on a Sunday. We went to school Monday. One lane roads too.
I think it's probably the teachers unions complaining here. They hold great power in Jersey.
Yeah.
But who knows? And there is Johnny. Will I be seeing Johnny next month in Houston? That is the question.
View to a Grill, Johnny. Yeah.
View to a Grill, Johnny. As I go down the list, I did say what is up to Will, and the Detroit Lions did win. And I did read that they will be facing the Buffalo Bills. So that should be quite a matchup right there. As the girls will go against each other, because M and K are for Buffalo, and Wendy. Where's Wendy? I don't see Wendy, but she is here. And Wendy is for Detroit, so they will be arch enemies for a day. And I see my man Jeff is in the house.
Yeah,
I was on Facebook. I came over here. Rob is awesome, no doubt about it.
Thank you, Jeff.
And Mike says he's been with Apple for 15 years. My wife has a Droid. The Droid drives me nuts. And there you go. Like I said, if the androids do so much that even my wife, she had an Android and it just did way too much than she can handle. And so she has an Apple. She just likes to turn it on and go. And of course, Apple will definitely give you that. As I go down the list here, Robert Woods says the sergeant is in the house. That is the grill sergeant. There he is right there. Going down the list. All the big hitters are in here right now for Rob.
Nice. Cheers.
So Rob is going to, so since Reiser's in here, did you talk to Reiser today on the phone?
No.
Okay.
I was at work all day.
So Rob's going to be changed. So Jeff, if you're still there, Jeff, that's Reiser. I spoke to Rob yesterday or whatever it was yesterday, the day before. And he posted a video and got like 3 views in like an hour. And I just reached out to him and said, this is to Reiser. It's time to dump the channel. Dump the channel, leave it up, but just dump it. 2-3 views in an hour is his videos are too good. There's other YouTubers that don't even put out the good content that get more than that. So I say dump the channel, change the name. I would prefer, he wants to stick with the Kimballs in the name. That's his choice. I would prefer something completely different, nothing to do with your other channel. I hear you. But a new channel from the start is right. A must at this point. If Jeff's in there, your thoughts on that? And as I go down the list here, hold on. Mike is laughing at that 6th grade in 1993. I was graduated 93. I was graduated 13 years, man. How old are you?
43.
No shit. I was graduated 13 years already. Not that I graduated, but whatever.
Well, I did fail a grade earlier, so I would have been in 7th grade.
They kept me back once too. I was a troublemaker in school, man. I just wasn't going to make it. I mean, look, we keep it real here. So I got arrested in the back parking lot for a joint. I had to go to the police station. Then they wanted, I had an Angel album. I don't know if you ever heard the band Angel. Punky Meadows. He's a New York dude. I had an Angel album with a library thing on it. And the cops wanted it was overdue. And they wanted to charge me with that or something. It was a big joke.
Wow.
Back then.
Yeah. Weed. Something legal now.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So they peddle it to kids now.
Right.
But since they're doing it, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I see my man C-Mac is in the house. And Johnny says, probably not. I'm a small town boy. Houston makes me nervous. I thought you went last year, Johnny. And I thought you were going to drive up with Grill Sergeant. Detroit only face Buffalo. That is Daddy Dutch. And my man D-Bon Smokes is checking in. Look at that, Rob. You are really bringing in the big hitters.
I still got a sticker from Dave.
So I'm trying to get to Tommy. My pit boss is still going strong. That is good to know. It certainly will not hurt. I was trying to get to see what Reiser had to say. HT. We want a photo of your arrest for our new Facebook segment. I've got some photos for that segment. It won't be no arrest photos, though. It was a BS. It wasn't. It was misdemeanor stuff, but it was just another suspension from school.
Charlie's up in here. Pickles.
Yeah, he was here the other day. So I'm driving up, Chef Johnny. 2 different. Oh, Chef Johnny. Okay, two different Johnnies. Gotcha. I got a little confused in the Johnnies. Yeah, you'll see them. You'll see them. All right. So I didn't see Ricer. I tried to get to see if Ricer had a comment on the name change. All I saw was that it couldn't hurt.
Right.
So tell us a little about the Cosmo Q.
Okay. Yeah. I saw something they sent me, and they wanted to collaborate with a handful of creators out there.
Mhm.
I just sent my info. I didn't expect anything back, and then they were like, "All right, here's this." I was like, "That's cool," but there's no like,
No
there,
no
yeah, there's
monetary.
no, just a
Yeah,
bunch of free product. And
yeah.
then, I mean, they went above and beyond and sent even more stuff on top of it. And then I got like a lifetime half off everything. Like if
Uh-huh.
I needed to buy stuff. But and then they just sent a whole bunch of gear, and then an allowance of what I wanted. So I got to pick and choose instead of them sending a bundle of whatever that I might not use, which was cool.
No shit.
Yeah,
And
and then but
they just
uh,
reached out of the blue.
now they actually it was well, I had an email, but it was to cultivate a bunch of like they just I don't know if there was a certain number that they had in mind, but they just wanted some new creators to help pump their product,
Mm-hmm.
which I love. Cosmos,
Yeah.
you always have. So
Yeah, I've never used any of their
no,
stuff.
that's good stuff.
Actually, I used one of their turkey brines, I think.
Okay, no, I never really used brines, but well, dry brine.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. But the after you start using a bunch of rubs, though, they all start to they blend together. But there's certain ones that are go tos.
Mm-hmm. And now, what are some of the things? Because man, you got a good channel, man.
Thanks.
You got some good recipes. I'm not just saying that because
Right.
I don't need to say that. You do though. You got some good recipes. You got a lot of for any viewers out there. Anybody in this chat that doesn't know Rob. I mean, if Scotty can throw his link up, even though his links are going to change as he rolls out something new. And we'll push that. I'll mention the new channel on my channel to get you kicked off, in a nice start. But you got a lot of good recipes on there. I've looked at your channel just to get some ideas. That's
Thanks, man.
You've got some good stuff going. What are your favorite things to cook?
Always ribs, man.
Ribs.
Beef ribs, pork ribs. Those. It's just a fun cook, easy. Because you know the timing and you know you can do other things while you're doing it. That
Mhm.
I love. And then just they taste damn good.
Yeah, yeah.
Poppers, that's
I know
always
you do a lot of little appies like those poppers and stuff.
yeah, that was a big thing when I first started. It was like, man, I was because I really wasn't very versed into a lot of cooking. I
Hmm.
have no culinary background besides Arby's. So
Hmm.
come
There
on.
you go.
But I poppers was a thing, and then I was like, let's change it up, let's do this, let's do that. Like I did cornbread in a popper, I did
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all sorts of stuff, like a million different ways to do poppers, and it was like, and they're always good if you like jalapenos and
Yeah.
bacon. Hell yeah.
I mean, I think I reached out to you one time on the cornbread. You were blowing out cornbread every
Oh
week,
yeah.
all kinds of ways.
That's so easy, but yeah, like I like to take traditional cooking and just do it outside
Hmm.
on on some kind of grill. You're outside, you're chilling, you're having fun. You can do like anything that you do in an oven, you can do outside.
Yeah, I say
You
that
know?
all the time. I
Yeah.
say the griddle is a big extension of a saute pan,
Oh hell yeah, no dishes.
and but I used to be a saute pan wizard,
Yeah.
back in the day. Not so much now because, I mean, I haven't, been in that environment with 100 dupes in front of me with 20 saute pans going, 30 saute pans going. But I
There
used
you
to be a wizard in that, man. I used to
yeah.
love working in the kitchen because everything is there for you. Everything is, my wife says, Thomas, you never clean up. And I'm like, I had Jose to clean up for me, for 10 years, and that's the way it is in the kitchen. We wipe down the boards and bleach everything out and clean everything up, but
Yeah.
plates and dishes and stuff like that, I had people under me would clean up. and that just gives you some bad habits, I guess. And I'm really not a good cleaner,
No.
but I'm one hell of a mess maker, man. I can make a mess, and when I go to cook, and especially in the kitchen, I'll get everything prepped and have everything ready. But as I'm cooking and I'm working the saute pan, I forgot something. So now I'm reaching in the cabinet and opening it up real quick. The sauce is going to break, I got to get butter, and before you know it, I look down, there's flour on the board and there's freaking, shit on the floor. And, the mess just follows me right
Well,
there.
that goes with cooking, though. I mean, it really does. But I try to prep as I like with cleanup, like lay whatever down, have whatever I need to wipe up right away. So like I'm garbage can right nearby. I'm trying to, especially like you pull ribs out of pork butt, anything out of that cryovac, keep everything on the inside as much as you can. Throw that away.
So,
Jalapenos, I get seeds all over though.
So for Barbecue Mama to bring anybody up to speed, I'm going to just say that he's marked.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, this is just my opinion.
Hey, I'll give you an honest.
Go ahead.
The reason why, way back in the day, I'm talking like 8 years ago. I know I bought subscribers. I bought views.
Okay.
Long time ago before barbecue.
Okay.
And that I think is the problem on the channel. And that will scar your channel.
Yeah.
But now that's funny that YouTube pushes you to do that.
Well, I'm sure back in the day it didn't matter, but I don't know. Maybe it did matter. Maybe it didn't matter. But that could definitely hurt your channel. There's no doubt about it. So, I said you're scarred somewhere. I thought maybe it was the beer or the alcohol.
Right.
You're scarred somewhere. And if that is the reason why,
I believe so, because it's a Google linked email account that I used to start the channel, which was from a previous old channel that conducted purchasing those subs and views. So I think that's what it is. And I was too lazy when Ricer tried to get me to change the channel back when it was Beer Champ Barbecue, and I started a new channel to Kimball's Barbecue, and then it just didn't take off, so I never worked on it. But I used an email from a scarred Google account, and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to start everything from scratch. I will still add some things here to Hell Yeah Kimball's Barbecue, because that's my home. I love that place, and it hasn't grown. So
it hasn't. I mean, you've got you've got only 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
and the channel's been there for a long time.
5 years. And I did a live with Ricer. This is only my second live ever with Ricer in 2020 when the pandemic started. And I was at 2,000 subscribers, just about. I was just close to that. And that's because I purchased a lot of that up to 2,000 to get me there.
Okay.
And then after that, that's all legit. So really in 3.5 years, really 1,000 to 1,200.
Well, look, you're coming clean. And you're probably right, because I can't see where buying anything, whether hookers or subscribers is a good idea.
Hey, there's Russ in the chat. What's up?
Yeah, so hopefully on the new channel, man, just do what you do, man. Because the content is good.
Well, I appreciate that. Because I put a lot of work in.
So what is it? Was it an ego thing?
What's that? Ego on what?
Just buying subscribers or whatever.
Well, in the beginning, like I was trying to do this hiking channel. I was really into hiking and watching the other channels that did the same thing. And I'm seeing like 30,000, and plus seeing free product being shipped to everybody. So I'm like,
Mhm.
I need more subs. I need more subs. And that you start going down that road, and that's what it was. I just,
So you just yeah, I guess that has to be ego.
yeah,
That's ego. If you
yeah,
see
I can do.
you see somebody getting free stuff and you want it yourself, that's your ego.
Yep. And then,
I took some time from the world and did some meditation for a year or two and kind of went down in deep into a rabbit hole and learned a lot about the ego. And we all have egos, everyone has, especially men, but everybody has an ego. And the ego is, basically what you see in politics. That's all ego driven. It's
right.
power, it's ego, ball players. The ego is a funny thing, man, because it can definitely destroy you. Sometimes it's not who you are, with the ego, and the ego, you get your feelings hurt and the ego takes over. Um, so I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I think you are probably right on there. And I think the channel's going to do good, man, because
Oh, I
content
appreciate
is
that.
good. The contents is good.
Hey, Russ, it's my real name's actually Robin.
Your name is Robin.
Yeah.
You're named after a bird or after a chick?
Man, when I was a kid,
You
I tell
picked
you
on
what, Rockin' Robin was a big song when I was in kindergarten.
Rockin' Robin, sure. Jackson 5, right?
Oh man! And then
I'm
uh,
down.
growing up, I'd always get, "Isn't that a girl's name?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
Have you ever fucking heard of goddamn Robin Williams? Come on!
Uh,
But I've always gone by Rob.
I would always think of Robin as a girl's name.
Yeah,
I
most
would.
people.
Yeah, I would.
Most people.
Did you get picked on in school?
Yeah, that's why first grade the name is Rob,
Yeah. There you
just
go.
to get it out of there. Yep.
Well, I don't think anyone's picking on you now because you look like you could probably kick some ass, kick some.
Yeah. Got some Steve Weisers in me. Oh hell yeah!
There you go. And my man Double J is checking in. He improved his editing leaps and bounds last year. No excuse why Rob doesn't get more views. There's no doubt about it. So why don't you talk about how do you approach a cook and edit?
Really, it used to be more. I used to actually try to go with like a vlogging style.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another YouTuber out there, Green Bastard. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No.
Cooking Green Bastard style. And he used to flip out about it. Like, I'm going to smash my screen in. So then I stopped and I started just stationary camera, but I only used like 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really, in the end, Ricer, just watching the way he does a video, man. He's the guy. He's the guy. The music.
I'm not going to bullshit.
Editing.
I'm not going to try to fight you on that. I've spent hours on the phone, not only on edit, but on just camera equipment. And the dude must have spent $4,000 of my money, and it has definitely improved, a lot. And then his edit style for sure. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I can't afford any of that. So
Yeah.
I'll work with what I got.
Well, you don't need any of that, but go ahead.
You don't. But it will help improve it. And I was talking to another YouTuber the other day. I was like, I think this day and age right now, you could be a small channel and you have so much potential for growth, where a larger channel, you're kind of tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you could watch a channel like, not saying anything bad about him. I think his channel's entertaining. Stale Cracker. Entertaining is all hell. He does pretty much the same damn cook every time. It's okay. That's fine. And no editing like worth at all, but he gets tons of views. Lots. He has a ton of subscribers as well. And he has a product in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it just comes down to who the creator is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that comes first. And that was the whole point of YouTube. Like I always say, you needs to be in tube.
Back then, maybe when you were buying, there wasn't, how can I put it? I just think it was different. It was different back then. I think people buy today because like, I'm just talking about cooking channels because I don't
Okay.
really pay attention to anybody else. But I
Yeah.
think it's just because they want to be better than everybody else. And again, that's the ego. I'm sure some of them buy, like you said, because they want to get free stuff, maybe,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah. When you see, say, a smaller channel and they just get free product in all the time, you're like, why am I not getting these?
Yeah.
Like, but then once you start getting free product,
Oh my
you
God.
start to find out it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Let me tell you, I got so much stuff in the garage and
Mhm.
you know, I've tossed more rubs than I care to imagine. I've given
Yeah.
so many away also, but I also tossed a lot because it has gotten hard, because you can't possibly use all these rubs that get
No.
sent.
No.
But I joke a lot with our writer that I basically sold out to China because, when China emails me, I just said, sure, yeah, send me it. I don't care. Send it over,
Yeah.
and a lot of it doesn't even make the air, and I'll
Yeah.
just sell it, just to
Yep.
make money. I never promise it will make the air, so I'm not doing anything wrong. But, stupid companies, they reach out to me with the same lines, and, it could be like a stuff well, a lot of times it's stuff that has nothing to do with cooking,
Oh man, I get
and I'm
tons
like,
of
what do you want
tons
to
of
send me
shit.
that for? But go ahead, send it to me.
Oh really? I don't even
Yeah.
respond anymore. I just like what you know.
And
I get so much shit offered in the email, like just for one video though. They
yeah.
always want a video, and I'm like, I'm not. No.
Well, anybody who asks you for anything, always throw out a number, man. $300, $400, $500. You'd be surprised, man.
I did that with Inkbird because I didn't want to do the video, and then they
Yeah.
threw the money. I was like, all right, guess I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well, the Inkbirds, they're, I'm not going to say anything, but they don't really like to pay a lot. But,
No, but
if you squeeze anything out of them.
I was just shocked. I threw a number, not expecting to get it, and they were like, "Yep." And then we're sending you the product that I sold. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's fine with me. So there is some perks as a content creator, which the amount of work, that's the one thing that irritates me when people, they just make YouTube videos. Like, it's simple. Go ahead and spend some time editing and filming and doing all of this, or even the cost of what you're cooking. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I think there's two kinds of YouTubers. There's YouTubers that want to make money, and there's YouTubers that just want to just make videos,
Right.
and then those YouTubers get caught up because they realize that they can make money, and then and at that point it can get very frustrating. I would. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that story. I was gonna tell a story, but maybe I better not. It wasn't a bad story, but it was just about a company, and I don't know who's watching, so I'm not going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Inkbird, no doubt, Inkbird is good stuff for sure.
Yeah, no, they have good products.
Yeah, they got good products.
No, it all works. I was just shocked because I just didn't want. I have so many goddamn temp readers.
Oh my God. My cabinet over here, I must have $1,000 worth of temp gauges in there, from meters to, to just from chef's temps to meters to, a bunch of Chinese companies. I just got a couple of these and I'll be doing a review. This is from chef's temp, but it actually works where I can put it near my grill. It hooks up easy and I can go to the store and follow my cook, the temps. But the only thing I don't like about it is, and I got to talk to the company, and this seems to be most of them, if you lose connection, you lose all your stats. You know what I mean? And then you got to start. Yeah, you got to start. There may be a way around it. I don't know.
But if you were in the middle of like a brisket cook, seriously,
well, then you got to reconnect, and if it's been on for 4 hours, now it's going to start back from the beginning. So although you know in your head when you started it, but you still want to see the stats. That's what the
Right.
whole thing.
Yeah.
With
I
those
had that on one, I think, meat stick. Yeah, and it had this big. So then you're like, I can't even show this because then they think I'm lying. Because there's a huge spike down and then back up, and so the graph looks terrible. Like, oh, he just stopped cooking and started again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, he doesn't come around anymore. The fire starter guy.
No.
There's actually another person where I get my wood from that makes those fire starters. They're easy to make. I mean, you just need those cups and wood chips and wax to make them.
Yeah. It's a survival thing for like hike. I used to be a hiker.
Yeah.
That's a very common. Like, all you really need is a goddamn cotton swab and some Vaseline. That's it.
Mhm.
That's all you need. Just rub that in Vaseline. Bam.
I mean,
That's
I use just paper towel with oil on them personally.
I just use a torch. Just
like most of my stuff.
I got a torch head on a propane tank. Good to go.
Cotton balls, Vaseline.
There you go, Russ. Well, Russ is doing a survival show now, so that's right up the alley.
I don't know anything about this. I think I know about Russ's. Didn't I read that he's starting a new channel, but I don't know anything about a survival. What is that?
It's more. I think he's going the route of like some kind of like, if something were to happen, like a doomsday prepper type.
Is that what the channel? That's not what the new channel's about, is it?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Russ, if you want to chime in on that.
Oh, it's a DIY channel.
What is it?
A DIY channel.
Okay. Oh yeah, DIY channel. Yeah.
At first, I thought he was going that route. I remember him doing like freeze dried stuff and like sort of prepping type.
So the do-it-yourself channel is pretty awesome. And I'll tell you, if I was younger, I would definitely would consider something like that, because I used to do everything myself. I mean, from Anderson's doors, slider doors, install them. I mean, YouTube. I would just go to YouTube to find out how it was done. And, I would do it myself, but just fixing anything, I'm a hands-on guy. There is no doubt about it. And I like to think I could fix anything,
Okay, I see. Yeah. No, Russ preps his beer. Cheers.
Yeah. He's a rough dude, man. Hold on. I see Josh and Babe checked in. There you go.
Hey, guys.
Hold on.
As we were talking about some prepper type stuff, I see Maddie and Kiki. I haven't watched any. They have a bunker video. Like, what's that about? I haven't watched them, but I want to. I've been meaning to.
They do a live show every Friday, right? But I guess you work.
Yeah. I'm always doing something.
So they cook so Kiki has a bunker on her property, and they because their grill studio gets so friggin' cold in Canada, they set up a neat little studio in the barbecue bunker.
Okay.
But I do believe it is an actual bunker. You know. But it's so it's the bunker studio, and they can stay out of the cold. Although I'm sure it has to be a pit to get all their stuff down into this bunker. But I'm guessing it is a real bunker.
No shit.
And I see Reicher wants a bunker.
Yeah, I do too. I see they got like an old retro fridge.
Yeah,
just on the thumbnail. I'm like, that's so awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I'll actually be with them in a couple days in upstate in Connecticut.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Not far from here.
No. Mohegan Sun.
I think we're about 4 hours maybe.
From you?
Yeah.
It's 4 hours from me.
No shit. Yeah.
Well, maybe 4.5, 5. So what are you? You must be up
I'm
this
dead
way
center of
that
New York.
way.
So I'm 2 hours, almost an hour and a half from Albany. But I'm
Okay.
dead center. I'm right near Syracuse. Like
Are you
20
by
minutes.
Middletown, New York?
No,
No.
maybe. I don't know. I've never looked into that town.
You never heard of Middletown, New York?
I might have.
Okay.
Might have.
I know
So
upstate New York's pretty big.
it is. It is. It's pretty big.
How did you get that retro fridge in the bunker? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. How'd they drop it down in there?
I'll wait for them to answer that question.
That's cool.
And we got a Facebook user that says I got to come to upstate New York. I do believe that is. Hold on.
Wait till next week because it's goddamn cold.
Well, now we're going through, because now that I'm traveling, I had to check out the weathers, and we are going. We should be fine on my end and Canada's end, because it looks like they're going to go through a little bit of a warm spell where they live, where it'll be, in the 30s, so they don't have to deal with any snow trying to get out there, because obviously that was a concern. And same thing with me, that I have to drive, that I didn't want to, hit a storm that would put a hamper into everything. But the weather looks pretty good, so.
Yeah, it's supposed to be almost 50 here Thursday. Wild. It's 10 degrees every day, and then boom, 50. So I'll take that.
Hold on. There you go. Not Geo used to have a show. Cool. Doomsday Preppers. I remember that.
That was a good show, sort of. Besides the stupid ratings at the end of it,
yeah.
We give you a blah blah blah. It was really ridiculous.
So I'll be working. I'll be working out there, Mike. So not really time for too much other than work. It is barbecue magic. Hold on. Mama put the bunker in the fridge. Tommy, they filmed it. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't say it. It's barbecue magic. That's the bumper. I didn't see that part. I don't know how I missed that. Side door in the bunker.
Nice.
Now that needs to remain in the vault, so they're not going to say. 15 below is hard on my joints, no doubt about it.
Yeah, man.
I don't go anywhere without my truck being, 90 degrees. I'll heat it up forever. Barbecue magic indeed. And there is Colleen. I do believe that was Colleen saying, I got to go to upstate New York. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is my man, Richard. And it is already 10 more minutes to go. This is another quick hour, man. Another quick hour.
Yeah, man.
So what do you got? So you're going to start a new channel.
Yep.
February 1st.
That's
right?
the goal. Yep.
You've already got some content to put on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll leave any reference or emails to your other channel. You'll leave them out of it.
Yeah.
Right. So the autogram or whatever frig it's called doesn't pick up on it that it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. So everything will be all new, fresh. So new email, everything, just, and then go from there. Why not?
More interested in the closeout sales as the preppers croak. Mom's got to cook me some barbecue this summer. I can smell. I guess you know that person, Rob?
Braden Morrison? I don't know.
They're looking for you to cook barbecue if that's who they're talking to.
$5 a plate.
$5 a plate.
That's a good deal.
So, all right. So February 1st, you're going to roll out the new channel.
Yeah.
And you'll leave the other channel up, right? There's no reason to get rid
I'm
of
going to leave that one. The other attempt that I had at a new channel, which was attached to a bad email, that one I just deleted last night. It's still deleting. It takes days, I guess.
Which channel is that?
Just Kimball's Barbecue.
That's your main with the 3,000 viewers. with the
No,
three.
that's hell yeah, Kimball's barbecue.
Oh, Jesus.
So remember,
Okay.
it was years back where Rice was like, you got to do a whole new channel because I was too lazy to start a new Google account. I just attached an email that was,
Yeah.
yeah, which I shouldn't have done.
Okay.
And it wasn't growing quick enough, obviously. But nowadays with the shorts and stuff, I believe I can get this thing to launch off and be all right.
I think so too, man.
So
Like
I
I
think,
said, the content is good. The recipes are good. You look like you know what you're doing,
yeah, I try.
you know? So I don't it's a fun watch, that's for sure,
Well, I appreciate that.
you know?
It's a fun time. That's why I
Yeah.
do it because it is a hobby that is fun, and that's why I've done it for so long. But there are some times you're like, what's the point in even doing this? You know?
Well, when your channel's not doing anything,
Yeah.
it has to get very frustrating, but you
Yeah.
got to have a love for cooking,
Yeah. Because when I
obviously.
first started watching you, you were like 3,000 subs. That's a long time ago.
Well, a lot of channels blew past me that I
Yeah.
started with, but
Yeah.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah. No,
I
it's true.
talked to the wife, and I don't. If I crawl to 100,000 subscribers, this is going to be how it is. But I don't let that get me down. That
No.
other channels blew past me because I don't really know what they're doing. I don't know if they're not buying views. I know what
True.
I'm doing.
Right.
And my shit's legit. And as long as I'm having fun, I think switching over my edit style has helped me a lot because I'm really am back to having a lot of fun again.
Yeah. You look like
You
it
know,
on that last cook, that
yeah,
brisket cook.
it was getting a little stale. I do have some new cookers coming in. So that's going to be fun. I have a general love to cook.
Yeah.
The editing and the camera play, I have to learn that, and I'm a very slow learner. But as far as cooking, cooking's, there's opposite people out there. There's people that know how to work the camera that doesn't have really any knowledge of cooking, but their camera play is so good, it's okay. You get sucked in, you get caught into it.
Right.
But so I'm the opposite of that. So I mean, I'm having fun. There's a couple new pits coming out. There's a master built coming out. I've been in contact with them. There may be a little bit something happening with LSG. We shall see. I will announce something soon.
Nice.
I just picked up this Brazilian company. That's going to be fun for the channel.
Yeah.
So I'm having a good time. And like I said, I'm going to look, what's not to like? I mean, I'm retired. What's not? I feel like I have the greatest life.
Absolutely.
I couldn't have asked for a high school dropout as I am.
Yeah.
What more can I want? Than this. I'm on top. It to me, sure. There's channels getting 20,000 views with less subs than me, or a couple more than me, but I don't. I feel like I'm on top. I don't know where they are. So I'm completely okay with it. I'm completely happy. I lay my head down on the pillow, and it's cool. It's all good.
I dropped out of high school too, man.
Yeah. Well, it was a different. People won't understand that now, but it was a totally different time. Going back to Russ with the do-it-yourself. I'm a hands-on guy. I learned on alternators and water heaters or whatever frig they were called back then in cars. I used to start my Mopar with a screwdriver under the
on
hood,
the solenoid,
clicking it,
solenoid,
clicking
right?
the solenoid.
Yeah.
There was nothing. What's that Jason Aldean song? When it's broke, we fix it. And that's the way it was in the 70s. We were always toying with our hands, fixing something. Now I don't really want to fix anything because I'm older and I'd rather just pay for it. But back in the day when I was a kid, it was hands-on all the time, man. And I don't think the kids and today, I don't think they can change a tire or a battery or anything. Matter of fact, I looked at the battery in my truck and I probably couldn't change it because there's 15 wires that go to it, compared to the Mopar days, where you got 2 wires going to the battery.
Yeah, I looked at mine because I thought I had to change it, and I was like, what in the hell is going on? Yep.
I had a green egg style cooker, and it was an 18-inch, and it's too small. But I've used them in the past. I would love to have a 22 if I ever used it again. 18 just didn't happen for me. That's going to be fun. I am security. I am working security. I am working next weekend.
Oh,
sure.
Boy.
Masterbuilt better since on XT. I'm in discussions with them now for sure. Masterbuilt was kind of, and I see we're coming up, but they kind of really kicked my channel off. So it's about time that they are putting a new Masterbuilt, a gravity fed is coming out. And so is Oklahoma Joe is coming out with a gravity fed, which should be interesting. I don't know why all companies don't have a gravity fed, because it really is a pretty cool way to cook.
Easy way to cook.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure. Hold on. Go live. I'll have to check that out for sure. All right, man. So look, that's just about it, man.
Yeah.
So what do you want to close with? Anything?
Time to grow. Time to have fun. Don't quit. And for anybody out there trying to start a new channel or even have an old channel, if you love it, just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason to quit.
And I guess the word of the day is don't buy views.
Right? Don't
buy views. Don't buy subscribers.
No, that'll scar your channel, slow your growth, and yeah, you're not getting anywhere by doing it.
And just accept where your channel is.
Right.
There's always going to be people better than you.
Oh, absolutely.
There always is going to be. You're never going to be the best of everybody. That goes for ball players, for anybody. But as long as you're having fun, who really cares? Because I got to tell you, you don't know what is going on behind their closed doors. So I see a lot of posts on Facebook that is just total horseshit, because I know the people. It's horseshit. What they put out on Facebook is not a representation of their life. So
yeah.
As long as you do you, who gives a shit about anybody else? Because again, you don't know what's happening with them. Let me go down this list here, and then I'll let you out of here. And we are definitely all rooting for you for sure. That is my man Ricer.
Thanks, Ricer. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. And you can bring that oh, hell yeah to the other channel.
Yeah. I think it's just time to have fun, more fun. I've always had fun, but more fun. And I really have nothing lined up for like promotions. I don't have to promote anybody.
Yeah.
Just myself. So
yeah, start from the beginning, man, and put that good content out. And I'm sure there'll be some people shouting you out, helping you along the way. And
follow me on Facebook. That's where I'm going to post everything.
Yeah.
I just uploaded the new logo that I created last night. Mm-hmm. There'll be tweaks, but I got a whole bunch of logos to make, which I used to. That's really where I started on YouTube. Was creating logos for wrestlers on TNA Wrestling. Yeah, that's where I started, and then I started to turn that into videos, and then I just started talking about wrestling. But it is what it is.
Throw up the new channel name. Russ wants to know.
Well, I don't have it created yet because my one channel's still deleting, so YouTube will not allow me to even sign in right now. Okay. But it's going to be Kimball's Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking.
So Kimball's Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking. He's going to use a whole different Gmail account, so YouTube won't connect who you are. Would be the way to do it. All right, man. So it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to let you go, and I will close out the show. I appreciate it, man. If you need anything, reach out. I'll be pulling for you. And
you always have, man. I appreciate
when it gets going, I'll definitely throw you a shout. And I'll mention it on the show here. Maybe you come on, not live like this, but just pop in, drop your links in, and we'll get people to sign up and we'll get you off to a good start.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, man.
Everyone, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Keep kicking ass, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man. All righty. So that is that, man. There you go, man. A little honesty from Rob. I never knew that. I never knew he purchased views. But he is feeling the pain of doing that, and he's coming clean. And that is that's a good dude who can come clean and admit his mistakes, admit his faults. Is a good deal. We got Robert from Phoenix. Great show, fellas. I appreciate you. Later, gents. Everyone have a good week. Wendy, it is always good to see you. And I will not be back here. I will not be here next Sunday because I am going out of town. So I don't think I'm going to do a live show next Sunday, just to let everybody know. Love the honesty, no doubt about it. All right, man. So that is that's going to end this one. Bat, man, what am I going to do with you, man? You're 0 for 2 on the weekend. That is we got to get you back on track. But again, hey, I got nothing to do on Friday, so I can hit that refresh quicker than anybody. So you may have a little competition, Bat. We will see. And Toodles, I do love that word, Toodles, whoever said that. I think my mother used to say Toodles, so I like that word. Hey, Ricer, I'll talk to you in the next day or two, no doubt about it. 2 is the new 1. There you go. Have fun at Mohegan Sun. There is no doubt about that. All righty, guys. I am going to close this one out. I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll not see you next Sunday, but don't forget to support everybody on the videos. I will have a pizza video coming up that I just killed it. It was a barbecue pulled pork pizza that was to die for. So get ready for that one. And again, man, I appreciate you all. And until next time, we will see you guys.